Hey folks, David Molnar here. Welcome back to the free video series on aperture. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about bokeh. Now, what is bokeh? Well, bokeh is actually a Japanese word, and the literal translation of it just simply means blur. So when you hear people or other photographers talking about bokeh, they're probably talking about the blurry area of an image. Now, if there are images that have a very large depth of field and there is no blurry area whatsoever, everything is in crisp focus from the mountains to the foreground, there is no bokeh because there is no blur, okay? So some people would say that bokeh is simply the kind of the circles that are in the blurred area. Some people refer to that as bokeh. Are they incorrect or are they correct? I don't know if we'll ever really know because it's kind of a blurry area, if you will. But those blurred circles, also known as specular highlights, are actually either circular, like really rounded, or a bit hexagonal with like kind of some straight edges looking like a hexagon or pentagon. But the way that those are actually determined are by how many blades are actually in the iris and whether or not they're smooth and rounded inside the actual lens, or if they're kind of have a bunch of straight edges. For instance, this lens right here that's on this camera has like, I think about 8 blades in the iris that actually like expand and contract to make up the aperture. And the edges are really, really straight. There's not really a curve to it. So you're gonna see that reflected in those specular highlights, in those blurred circles that are inside in the blurry area of the image. If you have a fancier or newer version of a lens, most likely the aperture itself, the blades in the iris, are gonna be a little bit more circular, and those are gonna create more of a circular, beautiful looking bokeh. So some people would say that a bad bokeh is the one with the straight edges, and that a beautiful bokeh is the one that looks very circular. Any way you slice it, bokeh is the blurred area of a photograph. All right, in the next video, we're gonna talk about how to actually change your aperture. I'll see you there.